Yo, what's going on, guys? Zebs here, bringing you a tutorial on how to create this cool looking spiderweb effect. Now, if you guys have been around to been around for a while, since almost day one of DesignsAcademy, you guys may know I've made a tutorial on this, but I felt that it was a little bit outdated and it wasn't a very good tutorial, so I thought, you know what, let's remake this tutorial and maybe bring it back a little bit, because I know some people do it still, and some people don't know how to do it at all, so they're always asking, how do you do it and whatnot. So I thought, you know what, let's teach some people how to do it. So this is a very, very, very easy thing to do, and what I've noticed is it works best with bold text. Obviously you can do it with any kind of font that you want, but it works best with bold. So I mean, you can experiment with some things like that. So obviously by looking at this, you could tell that the effect works best with T, because it is kind of like working on the edge here, and it works with this U, but it's a little bit weird looking, things like that. Like, you can modify these things if you guys wanted, things like that. So to get started, basically all we're gonna do is we are gonna get our text here, which we have right here. I'm just gonna do some basic little smoothing on the edges, things like that, keep things fresh here. So once we have this, all you have to do is very easy. So you just duplicate the mode text. By doing this is either Control C and Control V, or you can hold Control and drag it down. Does the same thing. So with your duplicated one, you're then going to want to go into the subdivisional surface, which kind of smooths edges like a lot. So kind of, if I was to get a cube here, and then if I set the segments to 20, 20, and 20, and then I get a subdivisional surface, put that in there. As you can see, the edges are going to be all smooth and things like that. Now, make sure when you use this tool that it works best with the more segments. So if I was to set 0 segment or 1 segment, and then put on the tool, it would just create a circle, because there's not a whole lot of segments it can work with. It just works with the 1 segment. So it does its best to curve the edges, which basically just makes it a circle or a sphere. So basically all we have to do is we just drag the subdivision surface into the, or get that, so then now it's now on like this I don't know, layer system, I don't know. So once you've done this, basically you just drag this mode text into the subdivision surface so that it goes under this right here. Another reason you could tell if it's under it is if it does the little L here and if there's a minus next to it. And also visually you could see that it's starting to make its shape here. So it's the same thing I just showed you guys, but it's not all webby. So basically all you have to do to make it all webby is you go into like this flower looking cube thing and you get an atom array. And then once you've done that, you drag the subdivision surface into the atom array, and this will cause very kind of the similar web effect. We're going to be going into the settings a little bit to give it more of the webby effect, things like that. So to start off with, we are going to change the cylinder and sphere radius to 0.6. What this does is it basically makes everything thinner, so more of like a web effect. And once you've done this, all you have to do is click this atom array and then drag it back just a touch so that these little like curvy parts are in front. You're just gonna drag it back like this, and this will create your web effect. And once you've done this, all you can do whatever you want to it. You can add your materials, you know, you could do whatever you want to it. A lot of people do this for like kind of Halloween themed things, so I guess you could consider this a Halloween type thing since October. But that's how people make really cool banners with webs and things like that. There's a couple other ways. Now, if you guys want those couple other ways, I can show you guys. Just leave a comment down below on that. So I've been your host today, Zebs, and if you guys want to request any tutorials, there is a link down in the description down below where you can request a tutorial for one of us to make. So things like that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have, leave a like and comment down below. I've been your host today, Zebs, and I am out. Peace.